Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, this is one of those moments in the NFL season that could have ripple effects not just for this week, but for the entire trajectory of the Eagles' season. We're talking about injuries, particularly on the offensive line, which has been a bit of a concern lately, especially for the Eagles, a team that's been riding high with a solid 4-1 record. But as we all know, the NFL is a league where injuries are part of the game, and sometimes they can shake things up in unexpected ways. So what's the latest? Well, according to reports from the Philadelphia Inquirer's Jeff McLane, the Eagles could be without their Pro Bowl left guard Landon Dickerson for several games. And let me tell you, that's a significant blow. Dickerson, who's been a cornerstone of the Eagles' offensive line, suffered an ankle injury in Sunday's game against the Denver Broncos. The way he got hurt was pretty tough to watch. It happened early in the game, during the first quarter when his ankle was rolled up on after a play. You could see the pain on his face, and he had to be helped off the field. From that moment on, Brett Toth stepped in, filling in for him for the remainder of the game. Now, Toth is a solid backup, but let's be honest, having a Pro Bowl guard like Dickerson out for multiple weeks is a different story altogether. The expectation is that Dickerson might miss 1 or 2 games, which could be a real challenge for the Eagles' offensive line. And if we look at the numbers and the recent form of Landon Dickerson, it's clear that this injury comes at a tough time. During training camp, Dickerson already had a rough start with a meniscus injury in his right knee, which required surgery. That kept him out for a while, and he made it back in time for the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys. And if you've been watching him this season, you know that he's been battling more than just the ankle injury. There's also been some back issues that have affected his play. Now, let's talk about his performance this year because it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Pro Football Focus, that one site we all love for grading players, has ranked Dickerson 57th out of 104 guards. Not exactly stellar. His pass blocking grade is a mere 45-0, which places him 78th among guards. That's not what Eagles fans are used to seeing from a player of his caliber, especially someone who's been to the Pro Bowl 3 times. He's allowed 3 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and a total of 8 hurries this season. Those numbers, while not catastrophic, do indicate that there's room for improvement, and the injury could be contributing to that. But here's the silver lining, and I want to emphasize this because it's important for the fans to keep perspective. If Dickerson does have to sit out the games against the New York Giants in Week 6 and the Minnesota Vikings in Week 7, this extended rest might actually be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes, a little extra healing time can help a player come back even stronger. Especially for someone who has already been battling through multiple injuries this season, a break could give him the chance to get fully healthy and return to his Pro Bowl form. Now, talking about the upcoming game, the Eagles are heading to the Meadowlands to face the Giants in what's become an important NFC East showdown. The Giants, sitting at 1-4, are struggling this season, and the Eagles, despite their injuries, are still looking to keep their winning streak alive. But make no mistake, this game isn't just about the standings. It's about asserting dominance in the division and proving that even with some adversity, this Eagles team can keep rolling. Offensively, the team will need to step up. Jalen Hurts has been fantastic this season, showing why he's considered one of the top quarterbacks in the league. His ability to extend plays and make quick decisions has been crucial for the Eagles' success. Wide receivers like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith have been reliable targets, providing Hurts the weapons he needs to keep the offense productive. But with the potential absence of Landon Dickerson, the offensive line might face some challenges protecting Hurts and creating running lanes. That's where Brett Toth's experience becomes vital. Toth has been with the team for a while now, and while he's not quite the same level as Dickerson, he's a serviceable replacement who can hold the line. And let's not forget, the Eagles' running game has been a key part of their identity this season. Miles Sanders has been running with purpose, and the offensive line's ability to open up gaps has been crucial. But the protection on the edges, especially with the uncertainty around Dickerson, could be tested against a motivated Giants front. The Giants' defense isn't elite, but they do have some talented players who could exploit any weakness on the line. Defensively, the Eagles have been pretty solid. They've been able to create pressure and force turnovers when needed. The Giants' offense, led by Daniel Jones, has struggled at times, but they have capable playmakers like Saquon Barkley, who is expected to be ready for Thursday's game despite a knee issue. Barkley has been a bright spot for the Giants this season, and the Eagles will need to contain him if they want to come out victorious. The defense will also have to keep a close eye on the Giants' passing game, which has shown flashes of explosiveness at times. Now back to the injury report. It's worth noting that tight end Grant Calcaterra is also unlikely to play with an ankle injury. That's another piece missing from the Eagles' offensive puzzle. So, the team will have to find ways to move the ball without some of their key pieces. It's a test of depth and resilience, and given how well this team has performed so far, they're more than capable of rising to the occasion. Looking ahead, the Eagles are in a good position overall. Their record is strong, and they've shown they can win in different ways, whether through the air or on the ground. But injuries like this remind us how important it is for the depth of the roster to be ready at all times. It also highlights the importance of coaching and preparation. The Eagles' coaching staff has been excellent at adjusting game plans, and I expect them to come up with creative ways to mitigate the absence of Dickerson if needed. A historical perspective, the Eagles have always been a team that fights through adversity. Whether it was the Super Bowl run in 2017 or their consistent playoff appearances in recent years, resilience has always been part of their DNA. And this season, despite some setbacks, they're still in the hunt, still competing at a high level. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, with teams fighting tooth and nail for supremacy, but the Eagles have shown that they're capable of handling the pressure. Fans, I know that injuries are frustrating, especially when you see a key player like Landon Dickerson go down. But remember, the team has built a solid foundation. The backups are ready to step in, and the coaching staff is experienced enough to make the necessary adjustments. Plus, players like Hurts, Brown, and Smith are playing at an elite level, giving the Eagles a fighting chance every game. It's these moments that test a team's character and depth, and I believe the Eagles will come out stronger. So, as we look ahead to the next few weeks, keep your hopes high. The season is far from over, and the Eagles have proven many times that they're a resilient, hungry team that fights till the last whistle. Injuries are part of the game, but they don't define a team's destiny. It's about how you respond, how you adapt, and how you keep your eyes on the prize. The NFC East battle is heating up, and the Eagles are right in the thick of it. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news.